On this edition of In Focus, we visit Colorado Symphony at their home in Boettcher Hall. We learn about their new season and a special event, Wicked Divas. And our meeting is in a secluded part of Boettcher Hall, Gallery 1. The art curated in this special space changes frequently, and after a brief tour, we sat down with Sarah Hom, Director of Sales and Patron Services for Colorado Symphony. Well, I'm so delighted that we're getting to meet in Gallery 1 here at Boettcher Hall to talk about this new season at Colorado Symphony, and in particular, a section of the new season. So I really appreciate you meeting me here today.
Well, thank you.
It's a charming little space. I don't think I've ever come down here, even during interval at the Symphony. Never made it down here.
Yeah, it is a great space. We try to use this as a community sort of space for people to gather and enjoy a brief respite before going back into the concert hall, or even before starting the concert.
Yeah, it's a good place to sneak away to.
Yes.
What about the art that's in this space? Where does it come from?
The art in this space is currently curated by the Bill Have You Gallery, and we're actually working on switching out the artwork for this coming season, and we'll kind of curate some different pieces here and try to change it up a little bit and create some interest in this area.
So when we come to Colorado Symphony, we have to make sure to sneak down into Gallery 1 and see, because there's art everywhere in this building, but I never noticed it down here.
Yep, you have to come and check out the art too before you check out the musicians.
This new season is really exciting for lots of reasons, but today you and I are meeting to discuss a section of the POPs offering, the POPs program, and it really ties in with musical theater. So tell me about that.
Well, it's a great series that we have. I mean, the orchestra musicians are so talented, and they're able to play such a diverse types of music that it's really such an asset for us. And so this particular series is the Broadway series. It's Broadway at the Symphony, and it's a personal interest of mine and something that I really love. And we've got, it's not just Broadway music, but it's Broadway stars too. That's
really amazing, because we sometimes get to see them just across the Galleria over there at the Buell, sometimes at the Ellie, and they do sing with live musicians, but they're singing with more pieces than they often even get to do on Broadway when they're appearing with Colorado Symphony.
That's correct. What we allow them to do is really to break out some of their favorites, maybe some stuff that they couldn't even sing as a role, but they love the music, and this is a way for them to present that music. And so the artists get to program the concert, or does the symphony give them a list of songs? How does that work? Well, how it works is that a lot of the times they create a whole concert product that they want to present out in the world, and they take it on tour, and we end up as one of their tour stops. So that's wonderful. So that we're seeing that artist bring something they've created and then collaborate with the musicians here at the Symphony. That's correct, and really it's a way to allow the music to shine through. It kind of brings it the essentials there on stage, and it takes the orchestra musicians out of the pit and into the spotlight. Right up front and center. Yes. I know you do this at Red Rocks too, but there's nothing like seeing a symphony in its home, where they spend the most amount of their time, and in this case here at Boettcher Hall. Boettcher is our home and has been our home for, about 35 years now. And it's such a warm and inviting space, and it is much more intimate than obviously Red Rocks, but none of the seats are very far away from the stage. That's so right. Everybody gets a very up close and personal experience. It does feel very intimate when you come here. One of the things that's beautiful about doing this as part of the season is that people who love Broadway musicals may not have ever come to see Colorado Symphony perform a large orchestral piece, so they don't necessarily get a chance to experience these great musicians. And so it's a great way for them to get in the habit of coming to the symphony. Absolutely. It's all about the fact that we're not just classical music. We have such a wide range of music that we do play here. And with the Broadway series, it's all of your favorite Broadway music, but played in a completely different way and in a completely new light. And I, being a Broadway fan myself, I find that it really adds to the experience of the music and kind of lets the lyrics and the musicians shine through.
It might feel a little less intimidating as a way to come and meet the Colorado Symphony, and less academic. It's hard sometimes to realize that the music that the symphony often plays as part of their mainstay was the popular music of its day, and often informs the kind of music we hear in musical theater and on radio.
That's true, and in film scores, and it carries through to this day. I mean, people don't often realize that classical music, or what we think of as classical music, was really a raucous time when it was played at that time. And people came and they whooped and they hollered and they clapped and they had a great time with the music. And that's really what we want, is for people to come here and have a great time with the music.
So when we come to see the symphony, much like when we go to see the opera, it might be a little more formal than we're used to, but what is it like when we come to see the pop series? Is it still formal, or is it more relaxed? Tell me about what we can expect.
No, we try to make it a relaxed time. The fabulous bartenders here will serve you drinks, and you can take them in and enjoy them during the concert. And it's just a relaxed evening with great music is what we try. And we don't have a dress code.
So they don't have to wear tuxedos and evening gowns.
You don't have to wear a tux or an evening gown to enjoy the
But
symphony.
you could.
You could if you'd like to.
This weekend there are some concerts as part of this Pops series, but the one that you and I were talking about before we met today was one that's special to both of us.
Indeed.
It's Wicked Divas, so tell me about that.
Well, Wicked Divas is a concert featuring 2 vocalists direct from Broadway. One of the faces will be very familiar to Denver audiences, Nicole Parker. She was just here back in May of this year, performing in Wicked as Elphaba. But the concert itself features music from Wicked, as well as Ragtime and Carmen and some other operas and some other Broadway shows, and some really fun moments that I think the audiences will really enjoy.
And she's appearing with another diva.
Yes, she's appearing with Emily Rozek, who has also been on Broadway in Thoroughly Modern Millie and Wicked.
So that's hence the name of that, Wicked Divas.
Wicked
they
Divas.
both have that connection to Wicked.
Yeah,
one was an Elphaba and one was a Glinda.
Correct, and it's a whole concert filled with diva showstoppers.
Now, I know that's going to be really appealing to a wide variety of people, and I know I'm excited to come for that one. And I know you have a personal connection to Wicked. You told me that you've seen it over 30 times?
That is correct. I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but I am very fond of Wicked. It's one of my favorite shows, and yes, I've seen it about 30 times, and I have to say I've seen Nicole Parker as Elphaba several times, and she is actually my favorite Elphaba.
That's a big endorsement.
Yeah, don't tell Idina.
Okay, we won't.
Yeah.
Who has also performed with the symphony.
Yeah, she has a
so
couple
we won't
of
tell
times.
her.
Yeah.
Now, after Wicked Divas, that series will continue, but we're also bumping up into the holiday season. And I know there's a couple things that are a little different for this holiday season that are on the bill for Colorado Symphony.
Indeed. Well, as part of the Broadway series, we actually have Brian Stokes Mitchell, whom everybody should recognize from a lot of different things.
That huge, big, deep one.
That's right. So we're very excited with that. He'll be presenting some of his favorite Christmas and Broadway songs. And then we've also...
So he's geared it, it's not just his regular concert, he's slipping in some holiday music.
Yes. It
That's
is
great.
Actually a Broadway Christmas with Brian Stokes Mitchell. So
That's
we're excited
wonderful.
for that. And then we actually also have some really fun things too. We've got a holiday brass, which we're hoping to make a tradition for us.
I'm really excited to hear that.
Yeah, it's the loud, brassy sounds of the holidays, and just in full force on stage. And I think it'll just be a great time. People who came last year just absolutely raved about it. They loved it.
So this will be the second time
This
that
will
we're
be-
getting a
yes.
chance to experience that. I missed it last year, so I'm so glad you're doing it again.
Yeah, this is going to be our second year, and we hope to make it a holiday tradition.
And then you have the regular things that you do for the holidays.
Yes, of course, our holiday traditions. We kick off with Colorado Christmas, which is your traditional family fun. Santa usually makes a guest appearance, and
Well, of course, it's Colorado Symphony.
Yes.
Why wouldn't he come?
And then, of course, we also have Too Hot to Handle, which is Handel's Messiah done in a gospel style, and it's fun. This is the 16th year that we've done that show.
That's an incredibly unique experience. I've never seen that approach anywhere but here. I mean, they may do it elsewhere, but I've never seen it elsewhere.
Well, it was started by Maren Alsop, who is our conductor laureate, and she was our music director for a number of years. And this is her special product. This is the concert that she really put together and absolutely loves and adores. So we're excited to continue presenting that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, for the New Year's, we've got A Night in Vienna, which is just a special opportunity to listen to classic Viennese waltzes and perhaps do some dancing and be out just in time for the fireworks on 16th.
And that's here at Boettcher Hall.
Here at Boettcher Concert Hall, yes.
Is it too late, even though you've already launched the season, is it too late for people who get a taste by coming to one of these Broadway series to buy a full season package? How are they able to enjoy or plan out how they'll attend?
Sure. Well, we do have some great packages available, and they're very affordable, and we have a lot of different options that can fit everybody's busy schedules. We know it gets crazy, but we have a lot of options available.
What's the average opening price point to come to see the symphony here at Boettcher?
So our starting price point is very affordable. Our tickets start as low as $15 for some of our concerts, and most of our concerts start at $20.
So just about the price of a movie, really.
Yeah.
In some cases.
In fact, that is true.
To come and see live musicians that live and work right here in Colorado.
That's right, live on stage.
Now, I know there's a lot of education programs, and we don't really have time to get into that today, but how will we be able to find out more about the rest of the season if we want to pick and choose the concerts or the education programs that are coming along here at the Symphony?
Well, we present about 53 unique titles a year, and that accounts for about 150 performances. And you can see a complete listing on our website at coloradosymphony.org.
I really appreciate getting a chance to find a space here at Boettcher Hall that I hadn't been in before. And I'm so excited about Wicked Divas and so many components of the season here at Colorado Symphony. I can't wait to come back and talk to some of the musicians again. I appreciate you taking time for me today.
Well, thanks for coming by.
Wicked Divas is one night only on October 12th. Ticket information for all the concerts are available on their website, coloradosymphony.org. And we'll be back soon to meet the artists of Colorado Symphony. And don't forget to visit our Facebook page and enter for your chance to win a Roku streaming player, a great way not to miss an episode of In Focus.